Hi guys, good day. Welcome to our course Math 303 Abstract Algebra. I'm glad that I am once again given the chance to contribute to the development of your content knowledge in the discipline that you have chosen for your career. So, for now, I would give you an overview of the subject that you have enrolled this semester. So, this time would be just doing virtual meetings and like this video lectures due to the current situation. So, to start with, we have here on screen our syllabus. This would serve as our guide on how we are to go about the subject. So as we can see in the description, that this 3-unit course intended for you, BSN Mathematics students, to make use of your prior knowledge in algebra to understand deeper now algebraic structures like groups, rings, fields, and others. And also we would discuss the different relations existing between one element of a structure to another element or one structure to another structure. Okay? So now for a structure, when we say structure, it has not the same meaning as the structure as mentioned in other fields like engineering and so on. In abstract algebra, when we say structure, algebraic structure, it means a set combined with an operation or two operations plus the properties existing on these operations and the elements of the set. So a requirement, a necessary requirement for this subject would be an understanding of what is a set, what are the operations that can be applied on sets, and the properties of relations. When we say relations, some mga relations, equality, we also have inequality, similarity for geometric sets, and other relations. I hope that you have not taken for granted the discussion about the properties in your algebra, the properties like commutativity, associativity, and then the properties of relations like what are these: reflexivity, symmetry, transitivity, and others. If you have forgotten all of those, I guess it is time for you to recall, okay, for you to prepare, for you to be prepared in tackling the concepts in this subject. So in this subject, the major business is the construction of proofs. So we will be constructing proofs of conjectures. But of course, to be able to construct those proofs, we would first have to understand the terms involved in the concepts where we are to construct the proof. Okay, so I hope that you would pay attention in every discussion and enjoy this subject. But you are encouraged to ask questions whenever you feel necessary through the chat room that we have made for this subject. So this subject is composed actually of 4 units. 2 units for the midterm and the other 2 for the final term. The first unit would talk about the most basic algebraic structure. We call it the group. Okay, so you talk about what is a group, then the operation in the group, which we call the binary operations. Then we would also talk about the group within a group. We call those subgroups. And then move on to finite groups. Okay, so we would also take up properties of these structures. Next, we would be, for Unit 2, we would be dealing with special types of groups. We call them cyclic groups. You would know more about this as we go along. Okay, and one of the relations among elements in the group or between two groups, we call it the homomorphism. Okay, and then there are different kinds of homomorphism. For the final term, the remaining two units would deal about another type, actually a more advanced type of algebraic structures called the rings for Unit 3, and then the fields. We would be given the introduction to the algebraic structure called fields. Okay, so as you can see here, as our learning activities, we would have time for independent study. I would also provide video lectures like this to supplement your understanding of the topics. Okay, now for our book, our textbook, the principal, the main textbook that we would be using would be this book here, the second one in our list, a first course in abstract algebra, the 7th edition, written by John Fraley. Okay, but you don't have to worry because I have an electronic copy of this book and I am willing to share it with you for instructional purposes. Okay, so I hope you will be able to download it. If not, you can ask some of your classmates to give you a copy of the book if you are not able to download it. Now, let us move on to the grading system for this subject, this semester. Due to the call of the times, your grades would be based on two criteria only. Okay? Your grades would be based on your answers to our learning tasks. By the way, for each lesson, you would be given one learning task. Okay? So you'd have to submit your solutions to the learning task because that would be the major component of your grade. And the second criterion is your integrative documentary portfolio or the IDP. Okay, so as for the distribution, 80% of your grade would be taken from your learning tasks outputs and the remaining 20% from your integrative documentary portfolio. Okay, I hope you have listened when the IDP was explained during the orientation. Okay, but if not, you can still ask questions through our chat room. Okay, so I hope you would enjoy the subject. Again, you are encouraged, highly encouraged to ask questions. Thank you. Enjoy. Bye.